Hello, we're live. We were out and about. What were we doing? Getting library books or getting a coffee? I don't know where we were, but we found this. Coffee news. Oh.
Other way.
We need to talk. I don't care. I don't care because we need to talk about it. Lisa and Eric Pisak here, Infinite Design House, run a marketing agency, content creation, digital marketing, lead gen. Let's talk about these things that people possibly think are good ideas for their business. And again, it's not a one size fits all, but I think what a lot of people don't know is where their marketing money is going. So this thing drives me nuts. We're going to talk about it. But I've also seen people that are like, "Oh my God, I saved up all my money and I got a bench." Or like, "Oh my goodness, I saved for the whole year and I put my thing on a bus." And I'm like, and they expect me to go, "Oh my God, that's amazing." And I'm like, no, why is it a no? Amazing. Tell them, Eric. Tell them why it's a no. Let's talk about coffee. Oh my gosh,
where do I start? Yeah, I think one of the biggest things, so I do have a little bit of a background in print marketing. And,
not a little bit. You got a good background in print marketing.
Okay, fine. Yes. Yeah, that's where I started. I started in print marketing. Had, 6 successful magazine publications that we ran.
About print marketing.
I know all about it. And I know about the ins and outs in terms of like how it sells and how to sell it. So one of the things that really isn't really forward facing to people, like the average person that you would attract in these type of publications, is when they say their numbers. A lot of times their numbers aren't actually based on, let's say I said, you're going to get 40,000 views on your ad, right? So you're thinking, oh, 40,000 people are going to see my ad. That's amazing. Here's the fallacy behind that. So what really happens is they're taking that number and saying each household that takes this home, they can say is 4 views, because the average home has a husband, a wife, or a couple, and then their kids. And they're saying the average household has 2 kids. So they're saying that's how they get that number.
Yeah, my 11-year-old doesn't care about Village Hair Design.
Yes.
Or the office of Mayor Andrea Horwath.
Yes.
Or construction.
Yes.
Or grout.
Yes.
Or mint maids.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, good for them. However, we run online ads. So like not print ads, the online world where you can target, you actually can say this many people saw it.
This type of people I want to see it.
This is what they did with it. This is where they are located. This is like whatever targets we set.
This time of day.
So much more robust information that can help you plan how to spend your money. I mean, same thing with a bus or a bench or talk about that a little bit.
Yeah. So, and I'm not saying we're not saying it's
bad or you shouldn't or it's wrong.
But just the overall intent. Like if you said to me, I know, but I just like having awareness. I just want people to see my face everywhere, which is very common for like real estate agents, right?
Yeah.
They just want people to see their face all the time. So they're like, oh, I know that person. Oh, I've seen them on the bus. I've seen them on the shelter. I've seen them on the bench. Totally different. That's not advertising. That's awareness. Right. That's just awareness.
I don't ever look at somebody's face on a bench or a bus and go, I should call them.
Yeah. I need, oh my God, I need that service. Yeah. I'm going to take out my phone and take a picture of your bench.
Right.
The only way that something like this works is if you make it work. So when I say that, you buy a specific phone number that you're going to put on this ad in this paper, because you can get phone numbers pretty cheap, that directs to your regular phone number. Right? That I would say maybe. I would still say you should do digital marketing. Yes. You should run ads on Meta and Facebook and Instagram and stuff, because you can control it. You can't control who sees this.
So the biggest reason, talk about Eric, people budget. People will say, yeah, but this cost me $500 or this cost me $200.
Yeah.
You're trying to tell me that I need to spend $1,000 on ads.
Yeah.
So how do people combat that? Or someone says my ad, but we had a lady say my ad budget is $100 a month.
Yeah. that realistic, right? Like realistic goals, realistic
Right.
budget.
I want to buy a Porsche and I have $10,000.
Yeah, that's the equivalent. Yeah, great analogy. Well, it's a somewhat of a great analogy.
Yeah, I mean, ads
you know?
aren't a Porsche, but
I mean, you think about anything, right? Like it doesn't matter if you just truly have to sit down and think about your marketing budget, and you truly have to think about less about, okay, nobody has any money to spend ever. We go to the grocery store and we're like, oh my God, I need
do I
to
really
just
need
get
the spinach?
yeah, right? Or do I yeah. So do the same thing with your business. Be realistic with your marketing budget and say, okay, reverse engineer it. So if you want 10 clients, how much are those clients worth for you? Are they worth $10,000? Okay, so you want 10 clients worth $10,000 each. That's $100,000. And then you're going to say you have a marketing budget to get those people of $100.
That's a good analogy.
Right? That's not realistic. It should be, well, I'm willing to invest $10,000
over the year or the month or whatever.
Yeah, or you scale it. You say, okay, you know what? Let's try getting one.
Yes.
So one is $10,000 worth $10,000 to me. I'm willing to spend $1,000 to get one.
Yeah.
Because what did you just do? You now have a 10x ROI, right? I only spent $1,000 to get $100,000 worth of a client.
Right.
And so on and so forth. So when someone says I have $100 a month to spend on advertising, well, then then I hope your business is making less than $1,000 a month then.
Yeah.
On that client.
Yeah.
Because then maybe that's true. Then maybe it's like, oh, you know what? That's close to being comparison. But then in that case, I don't know if I would recommend going and doing ads online.
Yeah. I mean, I think referrals, we get a lot of referrals. Word of mouth is great. That's a great way to do business, right? Because people come to you, they're vetted, they know you.
It's a good way to start business.
But that's what I was going to say. Yeah. But it does eventually run out, or people get busy. Like it's not a consistent way to keep your doors open and do business. Yeah. And I think when people start to go, oh crap, I don't have referrals anymore, or I need more. Referrals are great. I have referrals, but I need more. They start to go, okay, where should I spend my marketing money? Where should I spend my dollars? And I find everybody goes to these kinds of things first. Yeah. And then they come to us and they say, I already spent $5,000 or $1,000. I did this and I did that and I did that and it didn't work. And we go, I know. So we're trying to save you that headache, to say that there are just better ways as you're planning your marketing budget. That is something that you have to plan for. I know, again, it's a line item that people don't want to think about. When we were like, for us, for example, we pay lots in our business, from the technology that we use to the proposal software that we send out to our
video we're doing right now,
to StreamYard, to this video. Those are line items, and you go, yeah, I need it. But then when it goes to marketing, people are like, oh no, I got no money for that. You need it, because how else are you going to keep the doors open and keep things, generating? Referrals are great, but you can't always count on that.
I just have one last point.
And I'm done.
Yeah, I have one last point too. Like, and a lot of you have to think of like time and money, right? So that's the other thing too. Is a lot of people will say, well, yeah, I just go and network. I network with a lot of people. That's not free. That's your time.
Which is worth everything.
Right? Like, oh, BNI, I'll go to BNI groups. A lot of these similar people, I go to BNI groups. That's your time. You have to get up, you have to get ready, you have to get showered, you have to do your hair and makeup, you have to go there, you have to drive there, that's gas, you have to park, you have to, wait till everyone's there, then you got the meeting, and then it's an hour, and then you're still.
I know you don't go because hair and makeup takes a long time.
Oh my God, it take me 4 hours to get there.
But that is a good point. I think we should be really intentional about our time. And you're right. Like, there's just a much better way that you can be, or just where you're spending your time.
Yeah.
Right. And how you're spending your time.
Yeah.
Doing it only on the things that make your business go up. And again, I've been to plenty of meetings, and some are great and some are an absolute bust, and then it's like, if that time was spent more trackable and dedicated towards something, maybe the return would have been better.
Absolutely.
Yeah. If you're going for clients. I know a lot of times we go to, people will argue that, well, I don't go to marketing, I don't go to networking things, or I don't go to dinners to get clients. True. You go to make connections, but you can also make connections online with people when your marketing is done right with videos. And again, that's a whole other thing, but you can be just as personal online You know, maybe not as one-to-one comparison, but there are ways that you can personalize the online experience for someone as well. Yeah. Okay. So hope that helped. If you have any questions, let us know. Simply reply, and happy to have a chat about all things. Comment. We'll reply. Comment.
I think it's a comment.
Comment. Okay. Comment.
Wherever you're seeing
and
this.
we'll be happy to
just reach out.
Just talk to us. We're here. Bye.
Bye.